Alright, we have a game between Randomnix and Odium Stretch. Lizardman versus Wood Elves. An even matchup from the old days, now back. And I have not seen a lot of Oxyotl in Game 3. So I'm curious to see how this goes. For the front line of Lizards, we do have Saurus Spam. Just a shitload of Saurus. Looks like we have 5 Club Saurus with 1 Spear Saurus in the back. Wait, 2 Spear Saurus in the back, and they all have shields. 5 Skink Cohorts with Javelins. We have a Skink Priest of Heavens with Wind Blast. I hate that spell. I think it is a terrible spell now. And Harmonic Convergence. We do have Oxyotl up front, and 2 Bastiladons with Solar Engines. On the other side, for the Wood Elves of Randomnix, we have 2 Waystalkers with nothing. They are butt-naked Waystalkers, no Arrows of Kurnos or anything. We do have an Ancient Tree Man with Regrowth and Dwellers Below. Front line of Dryads and War Dancers. Dryads and War Dancers, Dryads and War Dancers. Backline of Eternal Guard with Spears and Glade Guard. All of them just regular, no Starfire Shafts or Hagbane Tips to be had. It is a 0 cavalry game. Nobody's bringing any cav. Fuck cav. It's just infantry spam. Let's go. Infantry, single entities, archers. Little bit of kiting here from the Lizardmen. As Dryads surge forth next to their Ancient Tree Man friend. And these Bastiladons are not getting away. There they go. Now they're starting to move. For a second there, they were waddling. Just not good. Front line's gonna collide soon. I don't know what Oxyotl's shooting at, but it looks like he's not getting the most value out. Maybe he's been shooting Dryads. Maybe. Waystalkers are shooting at something. It looks like they're shooting at this Bastiladon and Oxy a little bit. Getting decent damage out, though. They're burning through their ammo awful quickly. Kind of assumed they had more than that. So Lizardman Kite has had a tough time really getting any value. The Wood Elves definitely won that phase of the game. Now the front lines will collide. Or will they? Lizards are just trying to walk away. Glade Guard have Firewall moving. Yeah, they do. So they can just shoot at the Saurus. If you're both going to run away, Glade Guard are faster and they can shoot while moving, so this is just going to take free value. Lizardmen are going to need to get engaged. Because this isn't working out for them, unfortunately. Do have our 1 Chameleon Skink up here. It looks like they're trying to trade, but they're currently just taking some damage from the Glade Guard. Yeah. It's a good time for the Wood Elves right now. But let's see how they fare. Saurus will absolutely butcher Dryads. I don't know how they'll do against War Dancers. I honestly don't know how they'll do against War Dancers, but they will do very, very well against Dryads. Saurus go get involved. They start slapping. More slapping. More slapping. On the far side, Dryads fight with some Saurus, while the Bastiladons and Solar Engines are going to run away. And War Dancers will go get engaged. It is time. The time is here for War Dancers to finally show their qualities. For the War Dancers of Gondor to show their true quality. These War Dancers are almost dead, and they literally haven't been in contact with anything yet. I think the Skink Cohorts just took them out. These War Dancers are fighting, but a huge 3-unit Dwellers Below is going to land in from the Wood Elves. Just murdering these Saurus and Skinks. That's a really big play for the Wood Elves. These Waystalkers are still chasing down the Bastiladon Solar Engine and really haven't been able to fire. Saurus with Spears are just getting overrun. There's way too many Wood Elf infantry for them to hold back, and there's an Ancient Tree Man slapping them in the face, so they're going to have a bad time. On the other side, the Saurus are winning their fights slowly but surely. It's just not winning it by enough or fast enough. These Solar Engines are a lot of money, so they're going to have to do some serious lifting here soon. And they get 2 nice shots on those War Dancers, so good for them. Skink Cohorts are also raining down death upon these War Dancers. That's one of the big problems with the War Dancer type unit, is they get murked. No shields, 15 armor. They get murked by anything, really. War Dancer frontline getting pushed back, so are the Dryads, but now Eternal Guard are up here to try and block things, but a couple wounded-ass Saurus are going to get through, and a Wind Blast does damage to the Glade Guard, but it's 8 Winds of Magic. I hate that spell. I think, yeah, by the time this comes out, you'll have seen my video of top 5 worst spells, and I think Wind Blast is the worst spell in the entire game. I hate it. Anyway, Saurus still bumping and grinding. Balance of power is about even, maybe slightly Wood Elf favored. But we still have these 2 Solar Engines with a lot of ammo. We have Oxyotl with a lot of ammo, so things are not over just yet. The Saurus are clubbing infinite amounts of Dryads to the curb, and now we even have Skinks getting through and getting onto the Blade Guard. So things that could turn around for the Lizards here, but so far it has been a little bit of a massacre as far as the Wood Elves go. It's been tough. Oxy's trying to deal with 2 Waystalkers. It does not look like that's going his way. Eternal Guard are going to tear out from the Solar Engines. And yeah, so how are the Saurus doing? I've seen a lot of routing Saurus. Those guys are almost dead. Those guys are almost dead. These guys are almost dead. Almost dead. Low. Healthy. Healthy. So there's 2 healthy Saurus Warriors, and there's 1 almost dead one. All the rest are routing. That's a lot of your carry potential, because Skinks can get murdered. Skinks can get big butchered by even like super wounded War Dancers can probably slam through Skinks. 62 melee defense with the Shadow's Coil pop. But what the hell? It lowers their melee attack to 16? That's so low. That's so low. That is a stupid ability. That is dumb. 16 melee defense is fucking garbage. I mean, melee attack. A regrowth is even getting cast onto these War Dancers. Random Deck's really trying to keep them alive, despite how worthless they are. More fighting going down. Eternal Guard getting pushed back. The Wood Elf Infantry is overall having a tough time, but wow, speaking of tough time, this Skink Priest of Heaven sitting in Glade Guard. Glade Guard have 27 melee stats, so they are no joke, and that guy doesn't want to be surrounded by them. Lizardmen on the south side all pushed off. In the east, they're not doing so hot, and a big wind blast onto a clumped up target does a little bit of damage, but they're almost out of ammunition anyway, so they don't really care that much. Ancient Treeman's still rather healthy. The Waystalkers are both still rather healthy, and they are sniping out this caster, so there'll be no more Heavens casting to be seen. And these Solar Engines are just shooting at the Ancient Treeman as he walks to them. The Ancient Treemen usually end up heal capping themselves. Like, they always find a way to have a little bit more Winds of Magic. So, I wouldn't be shocked. He's a decent duelist too, but with the blinded melee debuff from Solar Engine shooting him, 13 melee attack's not going to get him a lot. Oxyal's also shooting him in the side, so he's poisoned and debuffed and all that stuff. He is going to just wander away. Waystalker's going to fight some Skink cohorts. These Glade Guard have 1 volley left as War Dancers come streaming back in. 62 melee defense. Oof. How much bonus for infantry do they have? 12? Okay, so that's 28 melee attack and 62 melee defense. That's okay, but not great. Elsewhere, Wood Elves are very tattered. Their infantry exists, but it is extremely tattered. Ancient Treeman's taking a lot of damage from the Solar Engines right now. Oxyal's still poking, so it's down to the Ancient Treeman and these 2 very healthy Waystalkers to do a lot, because he's Glade Guard, while healthy are out of ammo. Okay. A little bit of fast forwarding while we follow the waddling dinosaurs as they try to ride off the Glade Guard, and they do. The Lizardmen are forming a little bit of a conclave. And some Saurus Spears are going to go fight the Ancient Treeman. That'll be a decent trade for them, because their leadership's high enough that they'll usually fight almost to the death. They could use a Cold-Blooded if Oxy has it. Because they're about to tear out. Yeah, there they go. But they do okay. War Dancers getting poked down by these Solar Engines. How are you guys doing on values? 600? And 700. I'm generally not a fan of Solar Engines. I know a couple of my mods really like them, and we've had debates about it. I don't think they're a terrible unit. I just don't think they're particularly good. I don't know. The argument is that they shoot... They're good at shooting, which I argue that, but like they shoot stuff and then they apply that debuff, and then after it's all over, you still have a 650 gold worth still done with 140 armor and like armor piercing stats, right? So I get that. I just like... I tend to think the game is decided by the time they run out of ammo and decide to get into melee. I don't know. Alright. Ooh, that's actually rather healthy Saurus Spear. So half health Saurus Spear, almost dead Saurus, almost dead well, not almost dead, almost out of ammo Chameleon Skink. Oxy's half HP. Both these dinos are rather healthy. We have a bit of Waystalker Kite. I'm going to play it at ×2 speed while he get caught up for a bit. Lizardmen trying to chase down these Glade Guard, and they will catch them. They will rout them. War Dancers decide to go get involved for a little bit. They will fight, but a huge Dweller's Blow is going to land. Take out the last healthy Saurus. And now this is looking a lot sketchier without that healthy Saurus. It's 2 healthy dinosaurs, and almost dead Oxyatl, and some almost dead Lizardman troops chasing down Wood Elves. Those Waystalkers are going to be a huge problem. They still have a lot of ammo as far as this game goes. 18 shots between the 2 of them. Healthy Dryad's going to rear charge some Saurus. Balance of Power is army lossing the Lizards right now, which is strange to me. I definitely think the Wood Elves are favored, but army losses seems a bit extreme. Chameleon Skink's going to rout off the Eternal Guard with the help of this dinosaur, and the dinosaur is going to go chase down the Waystalkers. Almost routs him, honestly. He's 45 melee defense. This thing only has 23 melee attack with some bonus versus infantry, but it is getting its charge bonus, so it knocks him over, terror routes him. Oxyotl shooting at the Ancient Tree Man. Bastildon's still chasing around that guy. Bounce power gets a little better for the Lizardman, but still looking pretty bad. Gets a big chunk of damage on that Waystalker. Hits him again. He's getting chunked down. Oxy is shooting the Ancient Tree Man. His healing cap's now in sight. We have some Glade Guard trying to come back. This guy's going to rout. But as he's routing, the Chameleon Skinks are also routing, and Balance of Power is turning further against the Lizardmen. As they deal more damage to the Wood Elves, their Balance of Power keeps getting worse, and they are going to suddenly army loss. And I think that was an early army loss. Do I think the Wood Elves had it? Yes. Was it over? No. We saw how quickly that Solar Engine without ammo took out a whole Waystalker. It just deleted him. So the other one could have shared a similar fate. The Tree Man was feeling the burn. And the archers that were coming back didn't have a lot of ammo. I don't know. I think that army losses was very sudden. Oxyotl, I didn't notice him doing anything all game, which is kind of his shtick. He's like the stealth sniper, but I feel like since Warhammer 2, he hasn't been nearly as oppressive. He doesn't do that much damage, it feels. Heaven's Caster didn't do a lot. I think Windblast is an inferior spell to Thunderbolt or Comet. But I think a Beastcaster would have been better here. I understand why you don't want Comet, because it's easy to dodge, and Thunderbolt, because there's not a lot of high armor targets. But Windblast, it just does so little damage, man. Harmonic Convergence, alright, I guess, if that's what you're spamming. Solar Engines did fine. Saurus did okay. Chameleon Skink did well, and then the Skink Cohorts of Javelins all did quite nice. Ancient Tree Man of Randomness did fine. It was nice centerpiece, didn't die. All that good stuff. Waystalkers did okay. Not as much as you would expect, but they did fine. Glade Guard did alright. Dryads, mixed but not amazing. War Dancers, all kind of middling. And Eternal Guard Spears did fine. GG. GG. Army losses is weird. Roar.
Subscribe, yes, yes.